Probably can't see that. Probably can't hear that. This is a major test of a live stream. Hopefully it's working. Put that peach right there, like little peach action. Well, shiver me timbers, it tells me that we've got excellent connection out here in the shed. Bruh, what's going on? When I was setting this up, the connection, the internet out here was looking very bad. So I'm glad to see that it's working out here. I don't know if we're going to be able to like watch any videos or do anything outside of just streaming this, but hopefully this is going to work out pretty well. And again, I'm just surprised to see that it's working out here so far away from the Wi-Fi, signal. A Prisoner's Awakening. What's going on? Shout out to you. Sending my best from a Prisoner's Awakening channel. There's a way to plug right there. Shout out to you, man. Hope you're killing the game. Tony, what's going on with you? Mike, what's going on? Back in the shed, I see you. Yeah, that's what I titled this too. I titled this Joe doing stuff in his shed. No nefarious activities. Could be. Don, what's going on? Very special shout out to you, Don. Thank you for being a member. Here's to you. So I'm telling you, now would be a good time to insert ads, is what it's telling me. Fuck it, we'll try it. See if they get an ad. All right, anyways. I'm literally just getting in this evening. It's 5 o'clock my time, 5:12. We're going to make this a hell of a live stream. And I don't have time. Well, let me rephrase that. If you've been noticing the last couple of days, the videos have been really late. And it's because I get in around this time and I'm trying to edit the video, hurry up and get the video up. And the videos have been pretty good. I've been enjoying the videos, and shout out to you guys if you've been checking them out as well. This evening, however, I'm just exhausted. It was 100 degrees today. We went out there. We did the landscape today. I went out there and I had to do some sales pitches. I'll be telling you guys about that in this live stream. And it's just been a hell of a busy day. So I wanted to just kind of chill, test out if it's even possible to live stream out in the shed so far away from where the Wi-Fi signal is at. And it's seeming like that's working out pretty well. So again, special shout out to everybody taking the time. And we're going to make this fun. Yes, we are. MK, what's going on? I actually made it for the beginning of a live. Love you, Joe. Thank you very much. Thanks for being here. Tom Jones, what's going on with you? Shout out to you. Jersey, what's going on? Very special shout out. Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one. Logan, what's going on? How did bidding the job go? I'm gonna be telling you guys about that. Turtorious. I love that. I love that name. Turtorious. It almost sounds like an adjective. Turtoriously. A descriptive word, right? It's Britt. What's going on? Tammy, very special shout out. Josh, very special shout out to you. What's going on with you? Joe, I'll come on the live show. I hope you're doing good. Love to the family. Very special shout out to you, brother, and love to yours as well. El Chapo, what's going on? Catherine, hello. The Pooh something, man. Anyways, shout out to all y'all up in here. Jeremy, I see you right there. Jason, what's up, soon to be dad? When are you going to start the baby room? I got to get done with the bathroom first. My wife came in and she was not happy that I didn't get that bathroom going today, but I was busy. We'll do the bathroom tomorrow. And I got to get Liam's room after that. Man, it's just crazy to think. In December, I'll be a father. In 5 years, my son will see these videos and holy shit. Hope he likes it. Marie, very special shout out to you. Will there be another video tonight? Not tonight. Not tonight. I got a video that I filmed, but I just ain't gonna have time to edit it. I'm whooped after today. So let me share with you guys what today was. If you haven't been keeping up with the videos, or if you missed the last video, I'm getting my cleaning business started again. Felonious cleaners and painting and drywall repairs. So I've already got my business insurance. I'm working on getting my business license, which is crazy because places don't even really give a fuck if you got a business license. They care more about the insurance than anything. And if you got the insurance, you're good. The only thing the business license hurts is is you if you don't ever end up getting one. But I am getting one. I'm just in the process of doing so. I need a tax identification number, which it's called it's an employer identification number. I'm in the process of getting that, and that's been a real pain in the ass. It reminded me of when I had my last cleaning business, that it was a pain in the ass then as well. To give you a little idea of why it's been a pain in the ass, so you go fill out all the proper stuff about your business. You put your business name in. You have to set up your business name first. And so I did all that. I got a really good name. And the tax folks would hit me back and they would say, hey, you need to choose a more unique name for your nonprofit. And I said, what the fuck? I said, I'm not a nonprofit. Like, what? And then I started thinking about it. I was like, oh shit, my business name, maybe they thought that I was a nonprofit. Maybe they thought, like, I don't know how they could think that, but maybe they did. So I hit them back and I said, hey, I'm not a nonprofit. I'm an LLC. So then they say, well, as a corporation, you need to provide us an article of, I can't even remember what these things are called. A certificate of good standing is one of the things, and an article of, what was the other thing? An article of something. Origination or something crazy. And basically what that just says is that you've created your LLC and you've paid for your LLC. That's all that you've created your corporation and you've paid for your corporation. It's basically all that would mean. So I go to try to get that information for these folks, and I find out I can't get that information because I'm not a corporation. I'm an LLC. An LLC is a limited liability company. So the only thing that I can get as a LLC is a certificate of fact, something, and registration. I can't remember what that one word is. So I hit them back and I'm like, hey, look, we've obviously gotten off on the wrong foot. You thought I was a nonprofit. Now you're thinking I'm a corporation when really I'm none of them things. And I'm a legitimate name. I'm a legitimate entity. I am in good standings. I've paid, my shit. So I send them what I need to send them, and I guess we've got the ball rolling. An article of incorporation is probably what it is. Finamill. White boy, what's going on with your jersey? Sounds like when you sign up for something and need to make a new password. Yep, yeah. Joe Blow says, that's your haircut right there. What? I don't know where you're going with that. Jake, what's going on with you? Shout out to you. Brian Rainey, very special shout out to you. Sandy, what's going on with you? So anyways, long story short, I share all of that boring shit with you to let you know that by the end of the day, they finally sent me an email saying, hey, sign this. We're going to get you your EIN number, and that'll be to you. You need your EIN number to set up a business bank account. And that's really the only thing you need you probably need it for other things too, but there's that. Hey, Prisoners Awakening, shout out to you. Thank you for becoming a member. Justin, it can certainly get confusing. I'm just a guy with a mop and a bucket. Hey, we just two chicks in a cup. Wait. Folks, I want to put you up on a life hack. If yesterday's video I was filming from this location, and I was there were two Mountain Dews sitting on the table, right? Somebody would make a comment and say, Joe, you need to leave them fucking Mountain Dews alone. You would have thought there was a crack stem on the table, right? Because I was like, whoa, wait, hey, you got the wrong, them ain't my Mountain Dews. I mean, they are. They used to be. They're not. I gave them to Damon. I did. I haven't drunken a soda in like 5 months. So I was a little shocked by that, right? That I had to defend myself so bad. Like I really wanted to defend myself with that. But anyways, this life hack is, if you're anything like how I used to be and you drink a lot of soda and you're trying to not do that anymore, let me introduce you to the not sponsor of this live stream, but probably should be, the Clear American Choice right here. I hope you guys can see that. Clear American is what that shit's called. Folks, this is sparkling water. Now, I know what you're probably thinking, Joe, this isn't the Kardashians, okay? This isn't fucking Bravo Network. Ain't nobody got no time for no sparkling water. I used to think the same thing. But then we went to dinner with my homeboy Connor one night and we got charged $60 for water. It was sparkling. It was delicious. Now, I don't drink soda anymore, but this shit got carbonation in it. This shit also has 0 calories per serving, yet 10 calories per container. I don't understand how that makes any sense. How can you not have any calories per serving, but 10 calories per bottle? I share this with you because if you want to stop drinking soda, give this shit a shot. This is peach flavor. It's pretty delicious. It's pretty sweet. The only thing it has in it is aspartame. I'm sure that'll give you cancer. And it also says it contains... I have no idea how to pronounce this word. I'm gonna type this word and you tell me what stage cancer this is gonna give you. It says it contains this word right here. If somebody can pronounce this, you're a better one than me. It's called that right there. It almost looks like I just mashed buttons on the keyboard, but that's a word. It says it contains formaldehyde. Is that what that is? Is that formaldehyde? Is this shit some Love Boat? Yo, that's exactly what it is. That is formaldehyde. It literally says contains formaldehyde. Fentanyl. No, it's not. It's not fentanyl. Aqua shrimp. Yo, I swear that's what it says. It says it contains that word right there. Holy shit. No wonder this shit's 70 cents. It says it has 0 calories, 0 caffeine, 0 sodium per serving, yet there's 10 calories for the whole container and no calories per serving. How the fuck? Formaldehyde is a good name for a cleaning business. Clean out your insides. El Chapo says, when you upgrade into a man's truck, a Dodge Ram 2500. Don't get me wrong. I like the Dodge Ram 2500. I like the 3500 even better, though. The Mega Cab, yeah, that's a nice-ass truck. But I like my truck pretty well. Jeff, what's going on with you? How you drink water that's got formaldehyde in it? Son of a bitch. I was trying to give him a shout out. Oh, wait. Phenylalkyne. Alanine. Kathleen says, formaldehyde was not correct. Derek, very special shout out to you. Thank you very much. Baby Liam will be here before you know it. And before I know it. That's going to be fucking crazy. Prisoners Awakened says Silverados are my trucks. I've seen some nice Chevys. Very few, but there's a few Chevys that I think are nice. I think Chevy is the most not luxurious truck. GMC makes a very nice Denali truck. That shit is fucking nice. The 25 and 3500 Denali truck, them shits are nice. Dodge makes probably the second nicest luxurious truck, I think. The newer ones are pretty nice. The Bighorns and the Lamaries or whatever those are called. And Ford is not that luxurious of a truck unless you got you a King Ranch Platinum. Unless you got one of those. I mean, I got a Lariat with a sunroof and some lights on top. My shit's pretty nice. It's not a turbo diesel. It's not a Power Stroke. I wish it was. Next one will be, though. All right, anyways, we gotta move on. Jeff says no notifications, bro. I don't know why that is, man. I don't know why that is. That's crazy, man. Matt, good morning to you. It must be in Australia. All right, let me go ahead and move on. So I got a video I'll be sharing with you guys tomorrow. If you're watching this live stream, well, I'll basically just be sharing a lot of what happened today. It'll be kind of like a repeat. So I'm restarting the cleaning business and we're expanding. It's a new business, new entity. I could have restarted the old business, but I didn't want to risk it. I went out on good terms with every property that I serviced and literally told all the properties when I was closing the doors, hey, I'm out. I'm out the game. And they was like, what? For real? Why? And the reason why, well, it was because of this. It was because of YouTube. Like well, to be honest, I didn't fucking need the cleaning business. And to be honest, what I started the cleaning business for was to help people and give people try to put people to work. And that shit did not work. And I was making some money doing the cleaning business. By the time it was all said and done, I was making like $700 a week as the owner, really not doing too much. But in the end, I was doing a lot more. And it was structured bad because I wasn't in the field where I needed to be. And I was taking everybody's word that they could clean 5 apartments in one day. You can't do that. So I'm restructuring it where I'm going to be a worker. I'm going to be an owner. I'm going to be a cleaner, a painter, a drywall repair person. I'm going to be your whole gamut. So I start putting some feelers out there. I throw out a couple of testers like, hey, I'm back in the game a little bit. And I get a couple of calls. Yesterday, in the video, you guys would see I get the one call for the one apartment, the one property that I had a meeting at 10 o'clock this morning to go meet with those folks. Well, after I got done filming yesterday's video, another property would call me. Folks, I had 2 of them joints today. 2 big-time meetings. Now, let me tell you something about starting a business that I've learned. And I ain't no business expert, but this is a good rule of thumb. When you're going into the service industry, when you're providing a service, whether you're doing cleaning or I don't want to say move. Well, moving could be part of it. When you're doing something where you can go and get in with apartment complexes, which is endless opportunity because there's billions of apartment complexes all over the place. One thing that you got to know about apartment complexes is if you're going to be a painter, a cleaner, a carpet cleaner, a power washer, a trash guy, they can never have enough vendors is what you're referred to as. You're a vendor. They can never have enough. And especially with painting. Because painting takes a little while to do. You can't just go say, oh, I'm going to get 10 apartments painted in a day. You better have 10 crews. Because me and Damon ain't going to be able to do it. There's plenty of work out there for everybody. And just like that, there's going to be set prices. There's going to be you got to compete with the prices that are going. For example, to clean a whole apartment, I can only charge $140. A whole fucking apartment. Guess how much my cleaner got to make? If I'm making $140 total, what the cleaner going to make? Not even half of that. Well, about half of that. Maybe a little bit more than half of that. And that's because that's what the game is structured as. There's people who will go out there and they're going to do it for cheap. They're going to do it for that price. They're going to do it for $130 a unit. They might do it for $120 or $110. And you know like how that saying goes, well, you get what you pay for? In this industry, especially with cleaning is like you could get 2 chimpanzees to do that shit. Like it's really mindless fucking work. Almost anybody could do that. Painting is a little more, you probably need a lot of experience and talent with painting, especially to do it fast and efficiently. Drywall repairs as well. So anyways, I'm offering all of those services. So I go meet with the first, and what I want to tell you is if you try to get in doing a business like this, it's pretty easy to do. You just got to have the people. The work is going to be there. Well, this first property that I go to today, I would learn when I get there that they just fired their painter. They just fired their painting company because their painting company was not doing good work. So I was one of, I guess, a few different potential vendors, new vendors that they were going to interview today. Now, I already know what the prices are. I mean, I know I got a good idea of what to charge when it comes to painting. If you think the cleaning price is low, to paint a 1-bedroom apartment, a whole fucking apartment, how much would you charge to paint a whole fucking apartment? 1 bedroom. Your walls, your ceilings, your trim, your doors, your casing, your window sills, cutting in. How much would you charge to clean paint a 1-bedroom apartment? I'll let that linger for a moment before we go any further. Greg Pettis in the house. Thank you for announcing yourself. Fake wheel Busta Rice spotter. Let's go, Brandon. Let's go. Yeah, buddy. Dead Dog, what's going on with you? Freda, what's going on with you? Michelle says a lot. Tom Jones says 500. Aqua Shrimp says 1,000. Turtoria says that's cray. Maya says 400. Brian Rainey says 500. Clifford says 700. Freda says minimum 1,200. Joe Blow 2 says 2K. Greg says 500 for a one-bedroom apartment. My price is $425. You know why? Because I know that's what these mugs is charging. Between 400 to like 450, maybe 475, you're too fucking high. 450, maybe. But there's people who are painting whole apartments for 400, for 375, maybe even 350. Now, again, you think about that, well, you're going to get what you pay for. In this industry, sometimes they don't give a fuck. But my pricing goes like this. For a one bedroom, it was $425. Two bedroom, it was $525. And for a three bedroom, $650. Now, I know that sounds super low. It is. Now, I've done my math. And my breakdown goes like this. I provide zero paint. Okay? They provide all the paint. The paint's there. I got me and two other guys. So I got a crew of 3 people. For a one-bedroom apartment, 5 hours. 5 hours is what it's going to take us to paint that joint. Are we going to spray it? We're going to roll it? We're going to try to do both. I'm going to go get me a couple of paint sprayers. We're going to have some painting wars going on because we're getting some work. It's a guarantee. 5 hours, 3 people. One guy cutting, one guy prepping, one guy spraying or rolling. It's going to be a well-oiled machine eventually. At first, it probably won't be that. 5 hours. My total labor is 15 hours on a one-bedroom. My average pay for a painter is probably going to be about $20. I told Damon I'm giving him, 20 or better because he's my best guy. And there's going to be some guys that won't get out of bed for that. There's going to be some guys, I got to have $25. So but you better paint better than Matthew 10-10 if you want, or Matthew 10-2 if you want $25 an hour. Marie says too low. That's just what this game is in my area. Okay, mind you, I live in a very not expensive area. We're middle of the road. There's areas that are cheaper than us. There's areas that are way more expensive than us. It's just what it is down here. So. Now, mind you, like I said, I'm paying Damon like $20 an hour, probably more than that because he's going to be my lead guy. But it goes like this. You get no less than $20 an hour. If we can get this unit knocked out, like say it's just him and me and we can knock the unit out in 5 hours, well, of course, he's going to get a good bump on that. And that's what I would hope it would be in the end, would be 2 guys per unit versus the 3. Because what this company would tell me today, and real quick, so I go and I meet with them. I haven't even gotten to this point, and I keep wanting to bring this up. When I go there, you got to stand out. So I go in there. I've got a whole folder. First thing I'm showing them is my business insurance. I'm a million. You know how much $1 million in general liability insurance costs for a painting and cleaning business? $500 for a policy. $500. I'm covered for $1 million. $1 million in damages and $1 million in something else. So I show them my insurance. Hey, yep, I'm insured, so we ain't got to worry about that. That's off the table already. Okay. And then I show them my price breakdown for cleaning, for painting, for drywall repairs. I structured my drywall repairs like McDonald's, small, medium, and large. For a small drywall repair, we're talking about somebody who got mad at a Yankees game and punched a hole through a wall. Damn it. $150. For $150, we'll do your TikTok repair. We'll cut off the paper around the drywall. We'll use that as the tape. You know, we'll mud that money with the 5-minute hot mud. We'll come back, we'll blow some spackle on the wall, and then we'll knock that shit down, match the texture, paint it, and we're done. It's going to take a little bit. You know, it's probably going to be a 3-hour job. But $150 is the cheapest that I'm going to do any drywall repair. For your medium job, and that's $150 and up to $500. Medium jobs, $500 to $800. Large jobs, $800 and better. And I said, look, you know, there's really no way we can call a job, you know, over the phone, small, medium. It's got to be depending upon the scope of the work. When you go and you meet with these folks, you got to stand out. So today I came bearing gifts. The first property that I went to, I took them a baker's dozen bagels and cream cheese from Panera. I looked like fucking DoorDash pulling up at that bitch. Do you know how well that shit is received? I had a 10 o'clock appointment. I go in there, looked like John Gotti. I don't know what I just went in there with my business casual attire on and my work boots. You got to look like business at top in a party, you know. I don't know how to really say that. Aqua says, fill that drywall in with ramen. Oh, my God. So I bring in the Panera. Hey, Uber Eats here. No, seriously. I'm fucking Jay Smooth. You know, I'm kidding. But that was really well received. Oh, hey, wow. Thank you. Hey, we got some bagels. Like, they were really happy to receive that. Now, I thought to myself after I left, they were probably going to trash that shit, but the maintenance supervisor would take me to go show me an apartment. These fucking floor plans are massive. I think the average floor, you know, square footage in one of these joints is probably going to be like bigger than, you know, flip 1 and 2. Probably at least 800 square feet. Upwards of probably like 1,100, maybe 1,300 square feet. Anyways, we came back. They were all eating the bagels. So that was kind of cool to see that was well received. It was $15. $15 for something that was priceless. At least that's how it seemed. The maintenance supervisor would show me an apartment. Hey, let me show you. So he shows me an apartment that had just been painted. And at first glance, it looked okay. Like it didn't look bad. But then you look at the cut lines and you could tell like they sprayed the walls or maybe they rolled the walls and came back and cut it in afterwards with the wrong type of brush because it was a smooth wall. They definitely had the wrong type of brush for that. There were fucking strokes in it in some spots. It wasn't bad, but there was like a couple of really noticeable spots. There were a couple of ceilings where you could say like they spot rolled and the shit didn't look too great. What I'm trying to share with you is it wasn't a great painting job. And it wasn't much that would be needed to correct what they did wrong. Couple of little freaking drips on a door. The casing around the door on the side had wall paint all the way up and down it. Like they didn't even cut in the side of the casing, which it's not like it wasn't able to be done. They just rushed it. And they got fired because of that shit. So what they would tell me at the end was, well, we might, how did they say this? They were like, well, we'll probably give you a shot. I got a couple of other painters I got to meet with, but we'll probably give you a shot. We'll give you a test run. Yo, if they give us a test run, man, we're going to go in there and make that joint look like a one of them St. Jude's home Arama giveaway sweepstakes houses. We're going to show our ass out there. We're going to get it done in a timely manner, and we're going to make sure that we get work. Because let me tell you something. I would go meet with another property, and this property was mostly interested in me for drywall repairs. They said, we don't got nobody to do any drywall repairs. So I said, okay, cool. I said, but we paint as well and we clean. This was a man that I met with this time. He didn't want to hear nothing about cleaning. Like cleaning, he wasn't interested in at all. But for painting, he was like, yeah, so he goes and he shows me another one of these apartments, another big ass apartment. Very similar paint scheme as the first property. And I would say, well, I would learn that this property is owned by the same company. Now, this parent company that owns both of these properties is a huge company. And if I get in with one of these companies, I'm in with all of them. And I would really only need this one company to get in with, and we would be full up on work. So I'm hoping that we do get in on it. Anzer says holidays. Oh, yeah, there was definitely some holidays. John, what's going on? Losing all that weight, Joe? I'm trying, but I can't get rid of it in my stomach. I'm fasting, but then when I'm not fast, like when it's eating time, between 12 and 8, man, I eat whatever the fuck I want. Don't care about a calorie. Don't care about a caloric deficit or none of that shit. Man, I'm starving for 16 hours. But I'm getting ready to change it all up. I'm going to start boxing and doing a different diet. I'm going to do something different. But yeah, I'm trying to get right. Matt says interested in a privacy fence job. Yeah. I didn't tell you guys a couple of days ago where I parked my truck at in this parking lot. Last week, I guess it was. There were these guys out there that were doing a fence job. Now, these guys came, it looked like they came with all sorts of equipment, a fucking skid steer, a little Kubota front end loader with the backhoe attachment on it, to put up a little fucking privacy fence around like a green utility box. Now, we went to drop off one truck or get something out of another truck, and there was an ice cream man over there. Now, mind you, it was last week. It was probably about 90 degrees outside. It was fucking hot. And that was the only reason I remember, because everybody was getting ice cream. Like all these workers. It was a crew of guys. But the reason it stands out to me is because, these dudes stayed out there all fucking night to build like a little, what'd they probably build? They probably built like a little 4x8, like about the size of this piece of drywall behind me, is about as big as the fence that they built, right? Little 4x8 section of fence to enclose a utility. They stayed out there all fucking night long to do that shit. And what I mean is, these motherfuckers brought out a skid steer, a Kubota with a front bucket and a backhoe attachment to dig their footers for their post, poured their concrete, set their post, and stayed out that bitch till the concrete set up so they could run the fence panels. And do you know that when they got done with it, this shit looked like shit? All the fence, the tops of the, what do you call them? The top of the fence, like the top of the boards, the design part of it, man, them shits were all out of whack. I'm like, so I start thinking to myself, I'm like, I wonder if this is a real fucking Class A contract. He got a skid steer. He got a fucking Kubota with a bucket and a back. I was mad. Because I was thinking to myself, not only is he a real contractor, I almost went and asked him if he would vouch for me for my Class A. Hey, you gots to be faking out this bitch. You must have drove here from Antarctica to stay out. And you're probably thinking, well, Joe, you probably drove far to do this job. Why you got to drive so far? You got a skid steer and that's a freaking ATM on the back of your truck. I ain't never in my fucking life seen somebody stay out all fucking night long, unless they were doing drugs, to do some work. And this is not a shot. I'm just legitimately saying, like, I've never seen that. Oh, shit, we're losing signal. Hey, if it starts buffering, I do apologize. It's saying YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. I hope it's not messing up. You guys let me know if it is. Tahar, what's going on with you? 90 degrees is not hot, Joe. Trust me. Yeah. I'm sure there's other places where it definitely gets a hell of a lot hotter. James says, Joe versus Jake Paul. Joe the man. Man, Jake Paul would knock my dumb ass out. That dude is an animal. That dude's an animal. Kevin says, what other YouTubers would you challenge to a boxing match? I'm not getting into boxing to do that. But, I mean, anyone, to be honest. Nobody puts fear in my heart. And if the price is right, the flight's tonight. Isn't that why all the YouTubers are getting into the boxing? For the money, right? Shit, you can knock me out if the price is right. I'm trying to get me a power stroke. Christopher, thank you for letting me know. Jake, thank you for letting me know. Hopefully it's not messing. I'm going to end up Ethernetting out here because I got a feeling I could end up with some issues with this. I was perplexed watching those guys do that fence job all night. And they didn't look the type, to be on drugs or anything like that. It looked like, they didn't want to come back tomorrow is what it was. And, hey, maybe for some guys that makes sense. Maybe we got a bigger job, we're starting the next day. But I've just never seen it. And it must have been a decent little job, or maybe it was a job like, hey, I can only afford. OVO says 1090 Jake. I like 1090 Jake. I wouldn't want to box that guy. Give me somebody I don't like. Nah, I honestly don't. Oh, God. Matt says, how do you advertise this business door to door? Email. Old connections. There's old people in the business that I used to do work for. And really, it just took one for them to really help me out, send out a blast email. But you don't have to do that. Even if you don't know anybody in this type of thing and you want to get into doing like a cleaning business, which has very little overhead, a painting business, which has more overhead, and it's a lot more stressful. I haven't even started this yet, and I got a feeling this is going to be a bitch. And then drywall, probably going to be, more than that as well. Siv says, for that $1,000 truck payment, don't spend it all at once. Long time fan. Siv, that shit, it ain't even $1,000. It's more than that. It's a lot more than that. But thank you, though. I'm going to need it. That's coming up, actually. A guy says, when is APS JDS Storage Wars Season 2 coming out? Man, I wish it would be coming out tomorrow. Them storage units, man, they are hard to get. These people are bidding $1,000 for storage units. And I'm like, man, what the fuck? I watched one storage unit the other day. It had nothing in it. It had about as much shit as my shed's got in it. My shed's got some shit in it, actually. But I was like, man, there's nothing in this unit. It was a $60 unit. This thing ended up going for $300. I don't know how these fuckers thought they was going to make some money off of that. They wasn't. They'd be lucky if they made their money back, which they probably wouldn't have done that neither. Kyle, what's going on with you? OVO says, Joe versus all the Bryans that you've had work for. I would box some of them Bryans. Set that card up. Yeah. Jeffrey says, Joe, hope the family had an awesome 4th, bro. We didn't do a damn thing, man. I lost the drone. I did that. I did some magnet fishing. But we really just chilled. Okay, I got excellent connection now. We really just chilled. We ate some good food and just hung out. That's about it, man. All right. Nathan says, my girl want to send you a baby gift. I hope you'll like it. Man, shout out to that, man. Nick, what's going on with you, brother? Long time. Nathan, really thoughtful right there. All right, folks, let me go ahead and do a little show and tell. Oh, wait, did I fucked up. I did. I didn't get a chance to finish my thought. God, I gotta imagine what it's like to watch me live. I probably will start a sentence and then go off talking about space. Forgive me. I'm reading some of these comments. Let me go back to this one comment that I was trying to respond to. Matt, who said, how do you advertise this business door to door? If you want to get in doing something like cleaning or painting, set you up an LLC. It costs $100 to set up an LLC. File for an EIN number, which is an employer identification number. I don't know if it costs money to do that or not. Maybe it's $6. Maybe it's more. You'll end up getting you get your EIN number. You get your ducks in a row. Go to the city, get you a business license, $50. And then put you together a proposal for whatever you're going to offer, whether it's cleaning, painting, or anything like that, and find out what the going rate is. Do some research. Put you together a little package, a couple of pieces of paper that you printed off the computer. That's what I did, of what I'm offering and what my pricing is. And then, hey, come bearing gifts if you can. I took $15 worth of bagels to one property. I took a $15 Starbucks gift card to another one. Put you together some business cards. Go in there and try to start making connections. Meet managers is who you want to meet. And whether we like our painter, we like our cleaner. Well, just keep me in mind as that guy on the side or something, right? Be nice, be pleasant, be easy to talk to. And it's going to be, it'll be a fucking stress fest trying to sell. But once you do it a time or two, it's not that bad. I mean, you're just going in there and you're trying to build yourself a future. That's what you got to think of it as. But all it takes is just one. All it takes is just one person to give you a chance. And if they give you a chance and you do a good job for them people, there's a good likelihood that person knows somebody else who knows everybody else. And once you can get in with one person, you can build a business quickly working for apartments. I mean, you really can. Ain't a whole hell of a lot of money in it at first when you don't have consistent work. I remember there were days with the cleaning business in the past where we would have no cleans. And then the very next day we'd have like 20-something cleans. So I'm going to be sharing the journey in video as well so you can see like what I'm going through, because I want to share it with you guys. I want to motivate somebody to go out there and try to do the same damn thing. It's hustle and grind week, and that's what I'm doing. Matt, for Liam, diaper fund or ADD meds for Joe. Thank you, Matt. Liam's going to need them diapers just as much as I'm going to need that ADD medication. Anyways, let me go ahead and move on now since I finished that thought. That should be an accomplishment right there when I finish a thought. Nick says, Joe, did you get the snake camera? And that was what I was getting ready to share with you guys next. It just came in today, folks. The colonoscopy fucking camera. It's here. Are you ready to see this? Terturia says not all Bryans are losers, I promise. I don't think all Bryans are losers. I've just had bad luck with Bryans. Folks, we could send this thing down your drain pipe, in your Junies, in the lake to go try to find the drone. It's here. This is literally a colonoscopy device. So they sell a couple of different variations of these on Amazon, and there's some that literally come with like a little, they look like a little freaking portable charger for your phone. And it's just a little Wi-Fi signal booster that hooks up to your phone. Folks, I went and got the full fucking display joint. Check this out. Turns on. It's going to display. It's got a camera and a light on this shit. And it's a somewhat rigid type of cable here. So if we're going to go try to find that drone or do any more magnet fishing, wait, what was that? And we can't pull it up? We're going to send the colonoscopy scope. It's called an endoscope, actually. Yeah, they sell freaking, we should do a DIY, do it yourself, colonoscopy. Wonder what we'll find. Civ says, just curious, you ever get that Second Amendment back, Joe? You think I'm going to get it back right now? I think the ship done sailed on that. But no, I didn't. I should have got it before fucking the whole world went crazy. So this thing can record. It's 1080p. This thing, it probably looks like it cost a shit ton. This thing was $70. $70. Imagine all the shit we're going to find with this. It comes with a couple of attachments, a little hook, a little magnet. And really that's for like if you drop something and you're working on a car, like a little nut or something like that. Billabong says, how many feet of cord? That's 16 feet on this one. They got one that cost a little bit more, and that has 33 feet. And then they got, more expensive ones, $200-something ones that probably got a lot more cord than that. Yeah, man, we got the I told my wife I ordered an endoscope. She thought I was talking about a scope for a rifle. I said, no, not that. Just something to give myself a colonoscopy with. Everyone hit TG? What's TG? Daniel, what's going on? What's your shout out to you? Thank you for being up in here. John says we're getting a little spicy now. Yeah, we are. I have a cheap endoscope camera for working on cars. Yeah, that's what a lot of people have them for. I'm going to use mine. It's waterproof as well, so I can send it underwater. I cannot wait for that. And it records. It comes with a freaking memory card, too. Not only did I lose the freaking drone, I lost a really good memory card as well. And I'm guaranteeing somebody pulled that shit out of the water with a crab pot. That's the only thing I could think of at this time. Dirt McGirt says you're going to give Damon a colonoscopy? No. No, man. We ain't doing that. Alan, what's going on? What's your shout out to you? Thank you for being a member. Hey, Joe, off work today, able to see you live. Love it. I'm glad that I'm able to do this live, and I'm glad that you're able to be up in here. Tahar says, Joe, do you remember when you made the video of you trying to figure out how to work a phone? Yeah. Yeah, I do. That's crazy. Come a long way in these 6, almost 7 years. This year will be 7 years. My God. My God. Oh, the other thing I had isn't really all that. I'm also waiting on a more powerful magnet to come in. I've already promised the magnet that I have to somebody. Well, to Damon's son. I told him I'm going to give him the magnet that I got right now. He wants to come magnet fishing. Damon wants to go magnet fishing as well. I told him we might do it tomorrow. So near where Damon lives at, there's a couple of lakes, little retention ponds or whatever you call them, where I just know motherfuckers done thrown some guns in there. I just know they have. Maybe we can solve some cold cases that way. Tutorius says, how's Danny? I don't know. I hope he's doing well wherever he is, though. Truly do. Hey, Ray, what's going on? Would you shout out to you for being up in here? No Name Pyro. I think the current took that drone for a ride. Damn sure did. Susan, very special shout out to you. Thank you for being up in here. Yeah, man. Well, we got a lot of old APS people up in here. Shout out to you guys. Thanks for being up in here. Thank you. Well, I got to be honest, that little window unit's doing justice up in here. Really happy to know that it's not sweltering in here, considering it was 100 fucking degrees today. Not only did I have to go meet with 2 apartments to try to sell some work, after I got done with that, it was about 1 o'clock, getting ready to be the hottest part of the day. Damon and I went and cut grass. We went and handled the landscape job in 100 degrees. Literally, the truck was reading 100 degrees. And we got that knocked out in an hour and a half. So we're caught up on that. That's good. Sandy says bridges and overpasses. That's a good place to look. Yes. Yes. Mark says, yo, me and you both was almost 300 pounds. I'm down to 220. You got your shit going too, bro. You slimmed up, my brother. Hey, shout out to you for losing all that weight. I'm struggling with it. My lowest that I've gotten to was just the other day. I was at 240 from 270, like 8. I really haven't even addressed that in a video, and I swear I'm going to do it. I've been meaning to do it. Some people don't like me doing the workout shit. Joe, why you got your shirt off? Why your body glistening like that? But let me tell you something. I got some pictures of me from back in December. People kept saying, Joe, your face is fat as shit. Like, I didn't even see it. I see it now, though. God bless. I was looking like a little Pillsbury Doughboy. Legitimately. And I want to show that. Sometimes, though, because I'm still fat and I've been working out for 22 weeks, eating all fucking candy when I'm not fasting, sometimes I look at myself and I think, damn, I don't look too much different. I'm still fat. And how crazy is this? You see those videos where people will do like the before and afters, like when they were fat, and then they got the video of them like, oh, what if I did one of those and I looked exactly the same Sort of like how I feel like I look right now after 22 weeks. It's kind of crazy. Matt says, what happens if you owe a guy 2 soups and you get out early? Do you donate the soup? Oh, and he gets out early. Do you donate the soups to charity? Let me tell you something. If you owe a guy 2 soups and he's getting out early, he ain't giving a fuck about them 2 soups. You can keep them. You can rub them shits on your chest. Take the seasoning pack and dump that shit on your head. Is what he's going to be telling you. M. Rich says, you got to think you're gaining muscle now. Yeah, maybe. Somebody told me it might take me years to see any real difference, especially at fucking 40, man. Like, my metabolism ain't what it used to be. 2 Gens talk. You helped me through addiction. You made me realize that it's never too late, man. Let me tell you something, 2 Gens talk. I am so happy to hear that. I don't know what your drug of choice and your addiction was, but I'm so happy to hear that you've made it beyond that. And you throw me a little credit for help. I didn't help. Maybe I showcased in videos like what life can be like if you ain't getting high, which I try to preach to people sometimes, and I really used to. But you did that yourself. And I'm so proud to hear that for you, because my whole thought process on addiction has been flipped on its fucking head. And I hate that. There was a time when I used to do the Bobo, and I would make fun of people with the addiction, car parts, meth, what the fuck ever, right? And I would tell myself, and I would try to explain that, because, one thing that I couldn't stand was when I would see these videos on whatever, on any social media, and they would be like, that's somebody's son, mother, brother, father, uncle, dog, whatever. And I'm like, man, fuck that. That motherfucker looked dumb as a bitch. They deserve to be exposed. They deserve to be made fun of. I was making fun of them. I was making songs, hit songs. Turn down the light. Turn up the pipe. Man, I was making some bangers. God, I need to get back to the music. I didn't care. But anyways, long story short, it hits so fucking close to home now. Because I've got a so close to home situation taking place that I can't do a fucking thing about. And I hate that. And as much as I would love to be able to do whatever I could do, I know from years of experience, not only myself being addicted and a piece of shit, addicted to drugs, lying, conniving, doing whatever I would do to keep my own little party going. I've seen it with so many other people as well. And you can't beat a dead horse, and you can't, anyway, so long story short, I've changed my whole way of thinking. And I just want to say, 2 Gens, shout out to you, man. I'm glad to hear that you got your shit together. And I wish you nothing but success. Stay clean. I promise you, life is so much better when you're clean. Yes, it is. Do not let your life get thrown away fucking around with addiction. It ain't worth it. Truly ain't. John, what's going on? 209. Shout out to you. Matt says, people hating on Joe with these workouts, but they sitting on the couch with their fingers, with their happy fingers. It is what it ain't for everybody. It wasn't for me for the longest time. I'm not going to sit here and preach what I'm doing on somebody who ain't trying to hear it. Because you know what? I was pretty happy being fat. And though I tend to feel a little better, and sometimes I might even feel a little confident with it, I guess, being at the beach with the shirt off. And then I see a dude who's like 24 or some shit like that who's ripped. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? Man, I'm about to start fucking smoking meth. Fuck this shit. Now I'm kidding. There I go. Tom says, you ever eat food you used to eat in prison? Nah. I don't even eat ramen noodles anymore. And I guess that's probably just because I just don't eat them, but not anymore. I tell you, man, I'm so far beyond the prison thing. And I'm happy being so far beyond it. I don't think about none of that shit. I really don't. Chubba Wubba says 5 years in a Colombian prison, value your freedom and stay free. You better bet it. You better bet it. Matt says, how many pounds did you lose, Joe? I was 278, I think, at my heaviest. And at my lightest, I've been 240. So 38 pounds. I've literally plateaued. And I mean, I ain't faking the funk. You guys see it. I work out every single day. I'm running, some kind of 2 miles with some walks in between. But my average pace of a mile is 11 minutes. And fasting 16 hours a day. Something got to change. Something got to change. What did I miss? Lucas, very special shout out to you, man. Glad to hear that. Monster Dong says 22/14/20 was your clean date. Shout out to you, Monster Dong. Shout out to you. Susan says, so proud of you, Joe. Do you have any suggestions for the P.O. box? Susan, you've sent so many things. You don't have to send anything. But shout out to you. Thank you for asking. Send a little baby outfit. My son's got so much clothes already. My wife is constantly buying shit. She's getting ready to buy the stroller, right? $1,300 for. She told me tonight. She was like, "You're buying all this shit. I'm buying the fucking stroller I want. It's $1,300." And in the past, I was like, man, come on, they gotta have a cheaper stroller. It's got the stroller, the car seat, the carriage, right? It's got all the things that she needs, that the baby's gonna need. But I ain't gonna tell her no. Man, fuck that. After everything that we done gone through to get to where we are right now, my wife just went to the doctor. When'd she go? Yesterday. She literally went. And she'll go to she got a doctor right by her work. She can go there anytime she wants and gets an ultrasound. So she's going like once every 2 weeks. So I called her yesterday and she didn't answer the phone. She sent me a video of her getting the ultrasound. And like my son is in her stomach doing flips. And I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, damn, man, what this little dude going to be like? What am I going to be like as a father? This shit going to be wild. This shit gonna be wild. Mick Too Nasty, ever listen to the PBD podcast on YouTube? They talk about economy, housing, investment. Nah, I haven't. I definitely check it out though. Dustin, what's going on? Love the videos. You make my day. You always make me laugh, especially doing the videos about the drone hunt. LOL. Gosh. I tell you what, that video ain't make me laugh. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. Alan, congrats on being sober to all. It's a hard process to stop doing things, then quit. I'm proud to be here. To people say they've been sober for years, keep up the sobriety. Man, shout out to you guys, man. I fuck with the positivity. I really think that's awesome. Mark says, congrats on the possible painting job. Yeah, it's going to be cool, man. It's going to be cool. Going to try to build that thing up to something. You can only do what you can do, though. There's going to be, times when folks are like, hey, we've got, 10 units that need to get done. Now, the good thing is, they give you, most of these places give you a month in advance. Or not a month in advance. They'll give you the entire month. Hey, here's what we've got upcoming for the month. This is what we need done. So you can schedule accordingly. But there's going to be times when it's going to be tough to keep up with. But we're going to do what we can do. I'm going to be hiring homeless people off the streets. And I don't say that to be funny or like an ass. Like legitimately. There's this homeless dude who panhandles every day right here where I live at. I'm going to go I'm going to be like, yo, you want to go to work? Because I got an opportunity for you right here. Any homeless person I see, I'm going to try to give them an opportunity to work. Probably most of them are going to tell me no, but probably some are going to say, hell yeah, I'll go to work. We're going to make it happen. John says, what happened to the guy you were helping out getting a job? Remember the guy you dressed him like the day you got out of prison? His name was Mark. And I don't know. I talked about this on a live stream. I talked about this recently. Maybe it was on a members only live stream or something. Somebody else asked about that guy. But there was never anything bad that happened between him and I. I tried to help him as much as I could. I even went as far as to put up bandit signs, like literally pieces of poster board on stop signs saying, I need a place to live. I will rent a room from you. People were calling me talking about, yo, you got a room for rent? Did I write this incorrectly? Did I miss a comma somewhere because you're not understanding? But there were some people who called and said, hey, I got a room you can rent. And then that's how I met Booker. That's how that all came about. And me and Booker were on good terms. Like there was never anything bad there neither. We just, well, once I lost Joel, I couldn't keep up with the Booker channel anymore, unfortunately. Me and Joel went out on good terms. And, yeah, but anyways, so I kept posing all these ideas for this guy, Mark. Hey, here's a job opportunity. Here's a job opportunity. Here's a place you could possibly live. You know, here's this, here's that. And those ideas were met with a lot of apprehension. Well, you know, I think I'm going to go this route instead. Well, I want to try this, you know. So you can only pose so many suggestions that get met with resistance before you finally say, okay, well, I tried. And that's basically how that all went. So Casey says, will you show your son on YouTube? That is a very good question right there. And I haven't figured out that. I definitely am leaning more toward like no. But I think to myself, what would it hurt to show him on YouTube? I think that I probably would end up showing him on YouTube because, again, the journey has been so crazy with my wife and I. And, you know, my wife really wants to share this shit with the world. Like, she is so over the moon about the fact that she's about to be a mother, which she deserves every bit of that. And I just don't want it to come across the wrong way. Like, I would never want my son to grow up and say, this motherfucker used me for some views. Right? So I got to be very careful about the way that I do it. I don't know. I probably will, but I just don't know how I would do that yet. So I hope that answers that question. TJ, what about the guy who used to go crabbing with Shiflet? Shiflet, I haven't talked to him in a while. I got a bad habit of not keeping up with people. Sometimes that can come across the wrong way. I've actually just recently got back in contact with you'll never fucking believe who. Wait for it. It's coming so soon. It's going to floor everybody. I've been talking about, you know, this after show podcast and wanting to have like a special guest or maybe a co-host. I'd actually like to have a couple of people be on the show. A lot of people be on the show. Somebody had mentioned, you know, we should call it Clean Slate. Let's wipe the slate clean. Let's clear the air. Tell me that you thought I was a piece of shit. Joe, I think you handled that situation piss poorly. Well, you know what? I think that you were, you know, whatever. Something along those lines I think would be pretty crazy. Casey says, my son's name is Liam. Good name. I was leaning more toward, you know, William being his full name. My wife is obsessed with the name Liam. I liked Will. I liked William. I liked Willie. I liked Bubba. My wife hated all those. William she was okay with. I don't know many Williams. And then Liam is the name that she really loves. And it's growing on me. It's growing on me. I'm not going to say who it is. I'm not going to say who it is. But you will be seeing. When I tell you that the first episode of the podcast is going to be crazy, it's going to be pretty crazy. I was talking about how I was going to do it yesterday, and it's going to be crazy. So Greg says assault with a deadly weapon. What are we talking about? I missed. What's that? Chaos says you having a baby. My wife is having a baby in December. I'm going to be a father. Yep. It's going to be the after kids show something. Yeah, Bubba's a cool name. I like Bubba. Thought about naming him Brian. You know, Brian's got a lot of symbolism here, but no, we're not going to do that. What's the I'm trying to figure out who was talking about something about assault with a deadly weapon. What was he talking about? Mark says, man, I watched you help so many not only help them, but put real bread in their pocket, and it seems like that wasn't going so well. Too much drama with that shit. I enjoy all the content and respect the change. More money, more problems is a good way to put it. And everything's been a learning experience, I guess. Everything's been a learning experience. So it is what it is. Anyways, I think I'm probably going to go ahead and wrap this thing up. I wanted to do more on this. I was going to try to do like some reaction shit, but I really came on this with no game plan. I just wanted to shoot the shit with you guys, kick the bobo a little bit, and let you guys know that no video today, so I wanted to make the live stream instead. I'll have a video for you guys tomorrow. Pretty cool video showcasing everything that went on today with going to meet these properties. Share more in that video about the second property and how all of that came about and how all of that went. And let you guys know I appreciate each and every one of y'all who rock with me, who rock with Joe Does Stuff, who rock with After Prison Show. So many of you guys are here because of After Prison Show, who rock with the flip houses, who see that I'm not doing flip houses right this second because I don't trust the market, and who are still rocking with me because you see that I'm trying to still make stuff happen, still do stuff. To all the members of this channel, I greatly appreciate each and every one of you guys. It means the world that you've decided to contribute to this channel and you believe in me enough to do so. It helps out quite a bit. We ain't making no YouTube money over here for real. So if you're not a member, hey, please consider becoming one. I don't want to beg. I know that's going to come across very beggy, but that's not what I'm trying to. Wait, beg-ish. I should probably reword that. No shot intended. Daryl says the drone is history, salt water. You already know, man, but I'm just hoping at some point we can recover the damn thing. It could be months from now. I wouldn't even care. If we could just recover it so I could send it back to DJI and say, hey, would you replace this? I don't know if you guys have seen or not. DJI has a new drone out. It's $15,000, $14,000. The damn thing has infrared. I mean, it's basically a freaking almost military grade weaponry is what it is. A weapon is almost what it is. But thank you guys so much for tuning into this thing. I hope you enjoyed this. I'll look forward to doing more of these as usual. Per usual, I try to do one of these a week and then do a members live stream as well, like one of those per week. But good video coming tomorrow. We're going to have great videos for the rest of the week. We're going to do some magnet fishing. We're going to go pull some guns out of some retention ponds, some cesspools. And we're going to make good on this hustle and grind week. Let this motivate y'all. Go out there and do some things. And if you're already doing some things, be proud of yourself for what you're doing. If you got sobriety in your life, if you got things going well for yourself, hey, take a moment and just be proud of yourself. Because, man, I'm trying to tell you, shit could be so much worse. And I'm glad to know and hope to believe that it's not for you guys. Have a great one, and I look forward to sharing more with you guys tomorrow. Until then, take care.